We're now in the village of Beyton, which is simply a stone's throw from Hesset, where we just looked at a church. And this one is All Saints, the Church of All Saints in Beyton. Now this is really unusual. What have we got here? We've got the notice board.
Wildlife site. The living churchyard managed for wildflowers.
Oh, that's interesting. So we've got everything there that we need to know. Now that's unusual. We've got this beautiful round tower. I mean, how beautiful can that be? And while we're passing here, we just should mention these lovely headstones. I don't know what
Baker, who died in March 1914, aged 65 years.
Well, he lived to 65 years and now he's buried on the side of the path, having to put up with the cars going by, but he's in a lovely spot and everyone walks by him and all these other people here. Very nice gravel path. It's marked by little lights at the side. And this round tower is just something else. Churchyard's got this lovely flint wall around it with gates there. And as I always say on these churches, it's another good spot here for wedding photographs. There's two crosses here. One looks much older than the other. This one.
The Reverend who died in March the 16th, 1885, 81 years.
Right, that's why he's got a marble headstone, a marble cross, and he's in a good spot because he was the Reverend. They've put a little bench here. We've got the lights and a little bench to sit down. But look at that tower. Ornate window at the side of the porch. We've got the red and black tiles in the porch. Notices. Oh, another lovely church. Right. Now we've got the first thing that hits you here is this beautiful ornate font. The brass top, that's absolutely lovely. Normally you just see a wooden top in these little churches with some flowers perhaps, but that's absolutely lovely. And this big wooden cross.
Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews.
That's really different. And here is another little arrangement for, looks like Sunday school, I guess, for the children. That's rather sweet and a lovely little spot. And then we've got the tower here. And the ladder. We can go up into the tower. And we look down the church. And we can probably guess again that this was a narrow church at one time with an extension built on the side. That's the impression that I get, and I'm not certain, but maybe somebody will put me straight on this. So the pews here don't look quite that old. These look even 20th century. We've got carpeting, grate in the floor. Memorials again at the side. There's a big plain window there. with leaded but plain, and here we've got very fine leading and stained glass. Oh, and some beautiful windows here. Oh, the floor. Sorry, I'll just point out the floor here. That looks really nice, well kept. Whether that's been replaced, it doesn't look. That does not look as old as the rest of the stone floors. That area, I think, is new. We've got grates here. This is a quiet little area here. But stained glass windows. Very detailed. So that's the soldiers from Beyton. Little chair there, that looks old. Some different flooring here. There again, these pews don't look that old. They're very ornate here, very well carved, but they look more 20th century, early 20th century, late. We'll see, we've got animals here. Yeah. They're all different. This is the organ. It's a modern organ. So this is... Now the ceiling, we've got a mixture here. In the back we've got a more open wooden ceiling. Whereas here, it's got this cladding on it again, which is very well done here. It's in little boxes. Absolutely lovely. The work's gone into that ceiling. Possibly overlooked some of the time in churches, the ceilings. I find them most fascinating. Somebody was up there on scaffolding, doing all that work with that wood. So in here we've got a lot of plain windows, leaded but plain glass, and then we've got another grand stained glass window with beautiful arch surround, and then the arch on the timber beyond that of the ceiling. Flowers set nicely there. It's a lovely picture that makes. We've got little gates that close here with a cross on them. And the floor is tiled with a pattern. A door to the outside world, I guess. Looks like we've got more animals here. The rear of the church here looks plain, but very impressive with that wooden cross and the double arch there, because the arch of the and the wall, and then the window set back in another arch, and the wooden cross. That's quite dramatic, actually. There's a poignant memorial to British troops who died in the 2 world wars, 20th century. And all the local people from the villages, surrounding villages that died. We'll sign the visitor's book. Serene view from the back, looking down from the back window of the church, the full length. It's very quiet in here, and it's very, very, very peaceful. Very pleasant church to be in.
This is a list of the rectors of the church. The first one was in 1294. It was Geoffrey de Parso, I think, sunshine in my eyes. Yeah.
So we say goodbye to All Saints, Beyton. Now it's got a new building to the side, and that's where that door went, and presumably that's where the vicar lives. It's the vicarage, I guess. But to the side of the church there is a plot of land again that perhaps was added, but it's got more recent graves, and all the headstones look much newer. So here we've got a Church of All Saints, the village of Beyton, set on a more regularly used country lane, and cottages around it. We're still offering a very quiet and serene churchyard.